Hello and welcome back to Shelly's Chit Chat Cafe. I'm Shelly, your life coach for life. I want to take this time and send my well wishes out to you and your family during these uncertain times. Now today we're going to be talking about a subject that is dear to me and has helped me a lot, and it's called procrastination and the 3 tips on how to avoid it. And if you're interested in that, go get your coffee, your tea, or your favorite drink, and let's get started. The definition of procrastination is an action of delaying or postponing something. And there's an old saying that reads, procrastination is the seat of defeat. Now let me say that again so that it can get into your system. Procrastination is the seat of defeat. Now we're going to discuss 3 important, simple ways to avoid procrastination in your life. Number 1 is a twofold. The first thing you need to do is make a list. Yes, I said make a list, a to-do list. Sit down and think about all the things that you need to do and make a list. And after you make that list, the second fold to the first is to sit down and prioritize that list. There are 3 categories that you have to prioritize everything that's on your to-do list. You have the first, most important, second category, important, and the third category, least important or less important. And this is very important because once you put down a list, write down a list of all the things that you have to do. It is in front of you. You can see it. You can write that list on a piece of paper or type it into one of your devices. But whatever it is, you'll be able to see it. And that is always a good thing because remember, out of sight, out of mind. So remember, you have to write the list of all the things you need to do. And then the second list you have to make is take those things and prioritize it. Let me give you an example. Wonder if I have 3 things that need to be done. I need to clean up my house, I need to call a loved one, and I need to read a book or finish reading the book. So I look at those 3 things. What is going to go into the most important? Well, it's something you have to do to get those categories filled in. You have to know what is on your plate. Is cleaning the house most important? Calling the loved one most important? Or reading that book? And it all depends on what you're going to be doing. So that's why it's important to put those in those 3 categories. So let me go over that again. Most important, important, or least important. Now that takes us into the second part. Number 2, the second tip, organize. Now I know you're probably saying, what do you mean organize? Well, organize means that you have to take the priority list and then you have to ask 2 questions in order to organize. Question number 1 should be, what is required of me? What is required of me? Question number 2 is, do I have the right tools? So let me give you an example. If I put cleaning my house as the most important item on my list in that category of most important, then I have to ask myself, what is required of me to get this task done? It depends on what I mean by cleaning my house. Some people say, oh, as long as the kitchen is clean, the house is clean. Or as long as the living room is clean, the house is clean. Well, me personally, it has to be the whole place for it to be clean. So if I say I have to do the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the bathroom, in order for my house to be clean, then I have to sit there and ask myself, what is required of me to clean my kitchen? So you have to think about it. What would it take? It would take me how long it would take, what do I need to do, and will it take all day or just half a day? That depends on how fast you clean and how thorough you do it. So the next question would be, what are the tools I need? So when you go in the kitchen, you already know that what's required is to clean your house. In the kitchen, what is required? What are the tools that you need? You might need a broom, you might need a mop and a bucket, you might need dishwashing liquid or dishwashing detergent. Depends on what it is that you're looking for. You got to get all of those tools together to finish that task in a most efficient way. So I'll give you an example. You start cleaning up your kitchen. You get in there and you're ready to do it. You're stacking the dishes up, you're sweeping the floor, and you're getting ready to wash the dishes. And what happens? You look and there is no dishwashing liquid. What happens then? You have to stop everything, get in the car, or walk down the street, go to the store. And now that we're in a pandemic, you have to go get in a line to get into the store. And once you're in the store, you start probably getting distracted saying, oh, I should pick up this. Oh, I never seen this here in this store. And that one run becomes a whole list of things you're buying. So now you have to wait in line. And every time you move up, that's 6 feet in to get to the cash register, you get home. And now you got to put up all of the items that you bought. And now you're tired. It's late. And then you don't want to clean up anymore. So it's most important to make sure that you have the proper tools so that you can get the task done in the most efficient way. Now that brings us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is timeline. So if I'm going to clean up my house, and my house cleanup is at the top of the list, right? I've asked the question, what is it required of me to clean my house? Well, it requires that my whole house gets clean, not just my kitchen. So then I have to ask myself, do I have the proper tools so I can do the job in the most efficient way? So that means I need to go through the house and make sure I have everything I need to clean up the house or clean up my house the way I would like it. Once I have the right tools, then I have to sit down and write the timeline. I have to write my starting date and my ending date. If I'm going to do the house in one day, then what time am I going to start and what time I'm going to end? What time of the day? Am I going to do it in the morning when everybody's up moving around, or am I going to do it in the evening when everybody's asleep? So those are the things you have to do. You have to write the timeline, because remember this, any task that you set out to do and you do not have a start date or an end date, it's most likely you're not going to get it done. So these are the 3 tips. So I'll go over it again one more time. Number 1, write the list, a to-do list. Take that list and then prioritize it in 3 categories: most important, important, or least important. Number 2, organize. Ask the questions, what will it require of me? The second question, what are the tools that I need that is necessary for me to finish this task most efficient? And then the third tip is a timeline. The date I'm starting, the date I'm supposed to finish, the time I'm starting, the time I'm going to end, so that I know that I'll get it done. I hope these 3 tips will help you to become more efficient in the way you conduct your life, and that you'll stop procrastinating, because procrastinating is a very, very negative thing for you. You're trying to become the best version of yourself, and procrastinating, all it does is cheat you. So just remember that. Do not cheat yourself. So I wanted to, before I end, I wanted to give a update on the weight that I've lost. I lost 2 pounds and 2 ounces. And if you could just wait a minute, I'll show you the picture of me getting on the scale. Sorry, we lost the picture that was taken the first weigh-in. So here it is now, what I weigh. Yes, that's me on the scale. I know 2 pounds and 2 ounces may not be a lot for people, but I'm so excited. I've been working out for 4 weeks, and I have a picture of each. I will show a picture of the dates. I have all these little hearts it shows. And then on the last week, I added in my macros, how I'm eating. First, I was just doing a lot of the exercises, which was taking away a lot of the inches. And then I started doing the exercise and eating properly, and I lost 2 pounds and 2 ounces. Now, when I did my macros, it was telling me that I will lose 2 pounds a week if I stay consistent with what I'm eating. So I have the exercise locked down, and I've been doing that every single day. I'm exercising, and now I have the macro, the new way of eating, and putting those together. I'm being successful. So I'm so excited about that. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming back to the Chit Chat Cafe and just listening to what I had to say. And I hope that these tips will help you. Remember this: procrastination is the seat of defeat. Don't let it defeat you. Don't forget to subscribe, click like, and share this video with someone that might need it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.